Hey everybody, it's Melissa. I finished my little book and I wanted to share, so I'm going to go through it quick. For those of you who haven't seen the beginning, if you'll look back in my videos on my channel, there's the first part of the book, and it explains what papers I used, etc. So we stopped the first video on this page, and the only thing I did differently is I decided that it was just too plain here, so I put a little oval and stamped dream because this side looks so pretty with all the extras on it. So that's the only thing I did different. And on this 3/4 page right here, I thought I would leave it plain for journaling, which obviously I haven't done yet. Excuse me. So this page has the little banners on it, and I used my Sizzix banners and keys die and just used different patterned papers and poked holes in the ends and tied a knot, put baker's twine, and then put the year. And that's that page. On this page I made a little booklet, and I used my sewing machine on this. It's actually sewn together, as you can see right here. And I made some custom photo sleeves inside with a 12 by 12 page protector. And this little flip book is just a piece of paper that's folded over. I used an EK Success border punch. Put some ephemera on the front, and then the seam binding kind of hides the little magnet that's behind here for the closure, and some ephemera here, a bow with the seam binding, and I stamped Fabulous on this little nameplate. And then these are the little flip pages I made with my sewing machine and some page protectors. So I love this picture. The dress looked great on her, but she's not into beads and sequins and stuff, and that had lace and beads right there, so that dress didn't make it. This one looks really good on her. It's super plain, and really looked good. Now this is that Vera Wang gown that was hanging up at the beginning of the book, the pictures that I took of her and her girlfriends. Sorry about the lamp on the photo. So anyway, it was just a bit too wide, but it looked fabulous on her. Loved it. And then on this page, it's just very plain and ethereal with flowers on her shoulder, and it had real pretty on the back here. There are straps, little thin spaghetti straps. I don't know if y'all can see them, that go at an angle. Really pretty, asymmetrical back there. And then on this page, just some ephemera, and I cut this out from one of the pages and stamped Princess in it, because Lexi is my princess. And that's the little booklet. Then over here I did some little pennants with pins. I've done this before. And yet another booklet on this page, and this one was super easy to make. This is just a sheet of 12 by 12 paper that I cut 6 inches high. I folded it over and then cut it and used an EK Success border punch here and sandwiched some crafting plastic in there for the cover. I used some StazOn ink and stamped flourishes to give the cover a little bit of life. Used a bling strip here, and I did make a gusset when I did this because there's quite a few pictures in here, so that it would lay semi-flat. And this is my sister, and that's Lexi's flower she got for her hair, and Carrie gifted her with money to buy all her accessories, which was so sweet. Her shoes and her nice undergarments and her flower for her hair. Okay, so I digress. I used EK Success border punches for the edges of the pages. And then here's a picture of her trying her dress on for the, this is after she chose that she's trying it on for alterations. And this is a picture of the dress after we figured out the bustle. She couldn't have a regular bustle. She had to have it's called a ballroom bustle because this dress is so heavy and full. The whole thing is covered with flowers, as you can see, and it's got a long train. So a regular bustle just looked ridiculous. It stuck out, looked like her. It just was bad. So they did a ballroom bustle, and underneath there are all these ribbons and ties and numbers that match with ribbons and ties, and it's really interesting. I'm glad I didn't have to do it at the wedding. The bridesmaids did it. But that's her with the final product. We were so excited with this dress. That's the side view. Doesn't even look like it has a train. It's amazing. And then with the headpiece and her dress on with the tag hanging out. And then on this last page, I put a bunch of clocks and remember, obviously for remember this time in her life, in our life, and did a little pennant underneath them. And then I did a little double pocket pouch here. On this picture, this is one of the bridal pictures. We went out to a plantation, just beautiful home, and took photos. And this is the dress all fanned out with her headpiece on and such. But anyway, I did a double pocket page, and the photos just slide out. This is when she found the dress at David's. And you can see the train here. And going from that to that, that's amazing how they got all this train in underneath there. And it hangs so nice. So anyway, just a Spellbinders die for the pull tab on this one. And I left the back with some journaling paper. And then this tag comes out on this side, and that's her and I when she found her dress. And let me tell you, we did cry. I have my boot from when I had my surgery, and this one also has some journaling paper on the back. So that's the little book. I hope y'all like the way it came out, and let me know what you think. If you have any questions, just ask. I thank y'all for watching. Have a great Sunday.